Should we drop in on the game?
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening.
Handy tips for working with ATC from a pilot who's also a controller.
When you're communicating with the towers, there's something to be said for just being professional and conversational at the same time. There aren't always technical words to describe exactly what you want to do.
British Columbia has a thriving general aviation scene. I'm here to meet a champion of this flying community, Ryan Van Haren. He's a highly experienced pilot and aircraft controller, and he runs the BC General Aviation Association. He set me up with a ton of great West Coast flying, starting with a sunset tour of Vancouver in his plane.
Okay, so this is a Barrows Bearhawk 4-place. It's a home-built aircraft designed by Bob Barrows. He was originally an engine designer, and his idea was to design an airplane that he could move airplane engines in. It opens up like a minivan. This one was built by Gavin Chester on Vancouver Island. When you buy the airplane, you can buy the kit in various stages of completion, or you can just buy the plans. And Gavin bought the plans, and Scratch built everything. Struts are cut down Cessna struts, but other than that, Gavin's a sheet metal worker by trade and fabricated everything off the plan, and the attention to detail is better than anything the factory would have done. So what we have here is a Lycoming IO 360, 200 horsepower constant speed. Fabric fuselage, so tube and fabric, and then we got metal wings and fabric control surfaces. This one has a Goodyear 26-inch Tundra tires. Some guys put the big 31-inch Alaskan bush wheels. There's a lot of guys who put skis on them in the wintertime. We could throw on floats and go do that as well. So great airplane, great engine, and Gavin, who built it, did a phenomenal job. So doors open up all the way here. So you got the two main passenger doors that gull up, and then that opens up all the way there, a lot like a mall. So we could take this back seat out in about 5 minutes and throw whatever you want in there, an airplane engine, all your camping gear, dogs, whatever the mission calls for.
And in this case, my family.
All right, Evelyn.
I like to bring them along for Flight Chop's adventures as often as I can. But first up, a safety briefing.
All right, so there's 3 doors for you guys to get out of. Okay, the 2 front doors here. Okay, and Jill, if you need to get out from the back there, it's this little pin. Seat belts are standard airline style, so lift the flap to release.
Yep. Okay.
And what made this extra special was it was the first time for Jill and Evelyn in a tail dragger.
All right, here we go.
Can you hear me, Evelyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me, Jill?
Yep.
Check I can too. I can hear everybody.
Wave by the
Takeoff
rock.
running available is 3,790. Landing distance available is 3,593.
This is a fun one to start with, but it doesn't exploit those big tires. I showed a snippet of that earlier, and landing on gravel bars in the Fraser River is its own episode.
3073 Foxtrot, cross 18 short 26 right. Is somebody chewing gum?
Don't do that.
Does she have gum?
RV,
No.
Mike Delta Whiskey.
Okay, yeah. we all hear that, okay? It's ability.
Coming up 2000 over the NW towers.
We're going to be flying right into the sun initially.
What?
Not actually into the sun, towards the sun. We're going to fly really far to get into the sun.
That's a hell of a panel, that's sweet. People think home builds are not high tech. I mean, this thing is way more high tech than the 172 I fly.
Nice thing about this airplane is it's in the home-built category here in Canada, experimental in the US. So really, the sky's the limit in terms of what we can do to it.
Yeah.
If there's a modification you can think of, you can go ahead and do it.
Covered switches are just sexy.
Feels good.
Yes, sir.
You heard the
Pass the tower, mission up 4.3 and on flat.
What? She heard the S word.
Running 18 wind 1406, altimeter 3009er, you're number 1.
Number 1, Victor Echo Foxtrot.
Got a parachute.
Yeah, man. Hey, Tower Fox Bravo tells Delta ready 26 right with the, got the 1 chute there.
Foxtrot down, roger that. Northwest bound departure approved.
Here comes the other one.
Wind 1406, clear takeoff ready, 26 right.
Take off 26 right, Fox Bravo Hotel, thanks. You guys all ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Can I get a yeehaw, Evelyn?
That's zone 5, the Fraser River, and just so short of the
Good enough.
Fraser River. There's some skydiver. conflict, but 12 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound float plane, level at 2,000 feet. That's about 1,500 for now.
Out of the 1,500 for now, the only thing I see at my 12 right now is the sun.
Yeah, fair enough. Altitude will keep it safe.
Good thing you got your shadings on.
These ones are actually polarized. That's what the fly with polarized. But they are nice.
One of the biggest challenges about the lower mainland airspace here is that we're stuck in a bowl. To the north we got the mountains, to the west we got the Pacific Ocean and then Vancouver Island and Japan, and to the south we've got the US. We've got a lot of air traffic in a really confined space, and that's everything from all the airliners and IFR traffic in and out of Vancouver International, Abbotsford, Boundary Bay, Pitt Meadows, all the local airports here, as well as all the trainers.
Okay, so we just left Pitt Tower. We're at 1,800 feet, so now we're kind of in no man's land. The next piece of controlled airspace is about 5 miles ahead of us. That's the harbor control zone.
The Vancouver harbor is one of the world's busiest water aerodromes. So you got a mix of all the float plane traffic, harbor air, helijet, like 30, 40 flights a day back and forth.
In the middle of the day when it's screaming busy out here, I like to stay close to the hills. Most people won't fly right up against them. But I like to keep a safe distance, obviously. But what that allows me to do is cut my traffic scan in half. So I can really look straight ahead and to the side away from the hill.
Right.
So long as, winds aren't coming over the hill and it's not too turbulent. We're already going to start monitoring the harbor just to see who's coming at us. We were talking about that bowl earlier of airspace in the lower mainland. And then we were talking about the Class C. Well, the biggest thing about that bowl is the lid on the bowl. The lid is the Class C, right? So everyone's within those lateral confines and then vertically confined below. The harbor tower control zone actually starts at the Second Narrows Bridge, which is that bridge right there.
Okay.
I like to give them a call a little bit early. Harbor Tower, good evening. It's Bearhawk, Charlie Golf, Foxtrot, Bravo Hotel.
Bearhawk, Golf, Foxtrot, Bravo Hotel, Harbor Tower, good evening. Altimeter 3010, go ahead, your request.
3010, just like Kate's Park, and just doing a city tour, so I'd like to do the North Shore route out towards Horseshoe Bay, and then see how time looks, maybe out towards Bowen, and then back along the South Shore for Pitt Meadows.
Foxtrot, Bravo Hotel, roger, and cleared westbound via the North Shore, 2000, towards Horseshoe Bay and possibly Bowen. Report when you're ready to proceed back eastbound.
Foxtrot, Bravo Hotel, Wilco, thank you.
And one of the biggest questions that I get asked around here, especially my position with the BC General Aviation Association, them knowing that I fly and knowing that I'm also a controller, is they say, well, there's always these NOTAMs out about the airspace being restricted.
Right.
And restricted does not mean closed. If you need it, call up and ask for service. Restricted just means that there is a fair possibility that you may be denied service. And not because the controllers don't care, it's just you've reached that critical workload task saturation point. Just like when we're in the cockpit, VFR, IFR, busy airspace, whatever it is, we all talk about task saturation and workload management and crew resource management. All those concepts translate into ATC. When you're in the airplane, the controller's part of your crew. When we're in the area control center, the pilot's part of our crew. We have an obligation to provide separation to the IFR aircraft. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to deny service to the VFR aircraft. What I will tell them is, if you'd like, you can monitor my frequency and I'll let you know when I can take you. And they go about their flight, and when I have a moment, call them back and say, hey, I got a minute for you now, what can I do for you? And sometimes controllers sound chirpy on the radio and you may think, oh, is that guy having a bad day, or what did I screw up, what did I do wrong? It's not that at all. It's everybody's human. We're all trying to do the same job and hit the same goals, right? Everybody's doing the best they can, and they truly do care.
So, one of the biggest things when you're communicating with the tower is just, I don't try to get too, good phraseology is also always good, but there's also something to be said for just being professional and conversational at the same time.
Right.
Everyone understands a casual conversation, right?
Yeah.
And there aren't always technical words to describe exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Peony that we passed.
Yeah, so that's like our
Exhibition.
Wow, it's way smaller than I thought.
there you can see the big mill. That's the top of Grouse Mountain. You guys were there the other day. Yep.
There.
You see a shiny thing right on the top of the mountain?
See there?
That's the gondola just going into the top station where you were. I would normally go in there to show you the gondola, but I don't really like the fact that there's no contrast there on the hills.
Yeah,
So it's just not something I'm going to do this time of day. Water, there you got Canada Place there.
Wind to Tavern, 18 altimeter
And then-
300 good bar, right station, encrypting number 1.
Evelyn, if you look out there, there's Canada Place with all the big sails.
Oh, yeah.
And then to the right, see there's like 3 docks that stick out. So those are the float plane docks with all the float planes that go up and down the coast here. You guys went to the aquarium?
Yep.
Okay, so right there in Stanley Park here on your side, Evelyn, there's a white building in the trees.
Yeah?
That's the aquarium.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked around that tiny bit there. We didn't go anywhere near this bit, which is the really cool part with all the big
Oh, here,
trees.
So bottom line, if you've got a clear, concise request, and it's obviously not busy on the frequency, there's no harm in asking.
Harbor Tower, Fox Bravo, hotel request.
Foxtrot Bravo Hotel, Harbor Tower, go ahead.
Hey, Lionsgate Bridge, we're just doing some sightseeing and shooting a bit of film here, and the lighting's real good. Any chance I could just do a left-hand orbit around downtown and then continue out towards Horseshoe Bay?
Foxtrot Bravo Hotel, affirmative. Cleared the left-hand orbit around the downtown core and then back towards Horseshoe Bay.
Thanks. We'll take it around Stanley Park, Falls Creek, and then back over the Lionsgate again.
Roger.
Nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Light's good right now, so.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that beautiful?
Whoa, look at there.
I know.
That is so pretty.
I think sometimes we forget how lucky we are to live and fly out here. With the ocean and the mountains all at the same time, you kind of, we take it for granted, I think, a little bit.
Daddy,
Yes, Evie.
there's our hotel.
You can see it, that's right. It's the old fancy one that's buried in all the regular buildings now.
Okay, I'm gonna bank over to the left here, okay? Don't get scared. I'm gonna
Okay.
show you Granville Island. It's gonna be right under us on the left, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Ready? 1,
Papa November
2,
Kilo
3.
and cleared the left-hand
Woo!
turn.
Oh, there it is,
There's
there it
Granville
is.
Island.
To Falls
See it?
Creek with some
Yeah.
orbits or
Right
just passing
there.
Yeah.
Cool?
Awesome.
Should we drop in on the game?
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening. Oh? Yeah?
Foxtrot Bravo
pretty
Hotel,
full.
traffic, no conflict is west of the Lions Gate. The one orbit work for you. You ready after the gate to continue for Horseshoe Bay?
Yeah, I think we're looking good here. We'll head over to the gate and then towards Horseshoe Bay.
Foxtrot Bravo Hotel, roger. Cleared as requested.
Cool thing about downtown Vancouver is there's a control tower there, and they actually took a control tower cab and put it on top of a skyscraper. It's on top of the Vancouver Sun and Province newspaper building, and they have a stunning view.
Yeah, it is funny to see that tiny little tower. So that guy is in there talking to us right now.
Yeah, so you got like the big UFO on top of the building,
Yeah, I see
and then
it.
you can see the little control tower cab.
Yep.
So they actually just plopped that on top of the building. It was like an afterthought. Check out this big freighter ship, Ev, with all the containers.
You see that, honey, down there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's huge.
Coming from China.
Going to.
We're going to, yeah.
That's going to China?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all containers full of maple syrup. And beaver tails.
Oh, it's okay.
Outbound traffic there, Golf Foxtrot Bravo Hotels, 2,300 feet, Snug Cove, westbound over Bowen Island. You want to fly a bit?
Sure, yeah.
All right, you have control.
Have it.
We're right at the top of the Class C, so just don't go any higher. How you doing, Ev? Good. Daddy's flying now.
Nice feels, very smooth. I'll make a bit of a right turn now to go.
Yeah, now you're good.
Shore.
Just Point Atkinson, the lighthouse there, and then Third Beach. Oh, that ship's making tracks. You can see his wake all the way from the bridge.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's not, yeah.
I could spend all day long here flying with people around the Lower Mainland, like showing them little airspace quirks, even people that have been flying around here for years.
Yeah.
We'll do something cool here. I got it.
You got it.
Vancouver Tower, Bearhawk, Golf Fox Bravo Hotel.
Fox Bravo Hotel Tower.
Hello, over the Second Narrows Bridge, and just like to transit over to the Alex Fraser and then the river towards Pitt.
Fox Bravo Hotel, direct Alex Fraser at 1,500. The altimeter is 3009.
3009, thanks. Dave or Kevin working?
Not tonight, actually.
Oh, okay.
Buddies?
Trying to do something special here.
I knew Ryan had something cooking, and his reaction after getting the call from the tower.
Bravo Fox Hotel, make a right-hand turn, follow the river to the Sow Cement Plant. From there, follow the Sow Cement Plant in.
Made it clear this was going to be cool.
Fox Bravo Hotel, winds 100 at 13, clear the low and over, runway 0 right.
Fox Bravo Hotel, Roger. Thanks a lot. That timing ended up working out well.
Before I knew it, we were doing this. Flying low and over runway 08 right with an A380 holding short at Vancouver International.
We got permission to do this. This is not usual that you get to do it. It's a big airport.
That's sick.
Great big airplane.
All the British Airways passengers are like, what is that?
That's where we flew into, honey. That airport right there.
So long, this runway.
I want to hear them.
4 super at the threshold, line up on runway 0 right.
There. There. There's a A380 holding for us to get out of the way.
Fox Bravo Hotel looks good. Climb your discretion. Give me a right turn out for the Richmond Center.
Fox Bravo Hotel, we're climbing now in the right turn, getting out of the way.
A really cool way to end this flight and an awesome illustration that there's no harm in making requests of ATC.
Our backtrack approved, then it's the last.
That's you all right now?
Got about 1 with the backtrack, Fox Bravo Hotel, thanks.
With across one day.
I can't see the ones out there. Just...
There's Golf Golf Mike from the pit tower, wind 180 at 7, altimeter 3011, clear direct approach. Clear direct, Golf Mike Lima.
Flying with Ryan was really cool. He's a controller and a pilot, and seeing that kind of passion on both sides of it and in this area, just amazing. It's tight airspace, but he handled it like not even an issue. It's cool to look back as a dad and see Evelyn just looking out the window and hearing that little voice chiming in on little things she was spotting. Having the family on board for a flight like this was awesome. The scenery was just unbelievable, and having been down there for a few days already and then showing them the perspective, awesome time. Thanks again to supporters on Patreon and sponsors for making productions like this possible. And if you fly or are planning to fly in BC, you need to check out the BC General Aviation Association. They've energized the local flying community and are completely responsible for the adventures we got up to while we were out there. Please visit flightshops.com to check out the blog post that I'll put up about this trip, and I'll keep updating it as new episodes become available. And also join the mailing list so you can find out when we publish and win stuff in our monthly contest. And as always, keep your flight chops sharp.